Honorable Raksha Mantri, Shri Rajnath Singh ji, esteemed dignitaries, respected leaders from Ministry of Defence, Department of Military Affairs, Indian Armed Forces, industry leaders, friends from media, and future architects of India's self-reliance, a very good morning. Honorable Prime Minister Modi's clarion call of an Atmanirbhar Bharat has resonated across the nation and ignited a spirit of ambition and commitment to a shared purpose. India, as the fifth largest economy, holds a position of immense responsibility and potential. Our journey towards self-reliance is not merely an economic pursuit. It's a pledge to protect our sovereignty with our own strength. For decades, we have relied heavily on imports for our defense and security needs. This dependence has not only constrained our strategic autonomy, but also limited our economic potential. Over the last 5 years, transformational strides in indigenization have been made under the leadership of Honorable Defense Minister Shri Rajnath Singh, whose vision of Atmanirbharta in defense has started yielding significant results. Sir, you have ensured that the policy bottlenecks are duly acknowledged and addressed systematically. Key initiatives like the positive indigenization list, dedicated defense corridor, prioritization of procurement from defense companies, and mobilizing a larger base of startup and MSMEs have all played a major role in enhancing local defense production. Thank you so much, sir. A big round of applause for Ministry of Defense and Defense Minister. Thank you for showing us the direction. Onus is now on the industry to reciprocate and deliver to your expectations. As we go through this journey of self-reliance, there'll be pushbacks to derail us. We'll run into controversy in other parts of the world. Many will try to stop us from building local capabilities and will dissuade us from investing in defense infrastructure and technologies, but so be it. The nation has to stand as one. What we must nurture is a whole-of-nation approach, not in words, but in true spirits. The industry, R&D labs, academia, and the armed forces have to work together. The public and the private sector have to acknowledge the complementary strengths of the two sides and allow room for participation and growth to each other. Center of Excellence for R&D have to collaborate with companies who have skills for rapid prototyping and serial production. The industry has to exhibit their commitment by investing ahead of time rather than waiting for contracts to be signed. The larger players have to provide a platform for growth and mentorship to startups and smaller organizations, ensuring they focus on innovation rather than just mere valuation. And all of this have to be done keeping in mind the operational needs of our customers, the Indian Armed Forces and CAPFs. They deserve our deepest respect and gratitude for their unwavering courage, selfless service, and the supreme sacrifices made for safeguarding our borders and assuring internal security for decades. Giving them state-of-the-art equipment in time with the highest parameters of quality, reliability, availability, and serviceability stay as the guiding factor for the success of any Make in India program. When we talk about the whole-of-nation approach of an Atmanirbhar Bharat, it shall not be restricted or limited to defense. We need participation from other core sectors of the country like aviation, automation, space, and cyber as well. And there are many lessons to be learned from defense in these areas. Take, for instance, the civil aviation industry. Airlines in India have outstanding orders for more than 1,700 planes with a corresponding value of $200 billion. However, we are yet to see at-scale final assembly line or manufacturing base for civil aircrafts. And just to give you a perspective, this is equivalent to $250 billion of defense potential over the same next 10 years. Automatic transmission, power control units, electronic stability control units, and subsystems worth $20 billion are still being imported in the automotive sector. This is despite the PLI scheme and access to bank financing which is available to these sectors, which is not yet available to Indian defense industry. Hence, we need to look at the combined potential in manufacturing of these core sectors to have a wider and a more vibrant manufacturing base in India. Furthermore, the success of indigenization hinges not just on domestic consumption, but also on exports. Arms sales and transfers are viewed as important US foreign policy tools with potential long-term implications for regional and global security, as stated by the US State Department in January 2024. This has helped the US defense exports to increase by $100 billion in the last 2 years to $238 billion. While the Indian industry is fully geared up to support exports, we have seen examples of vested interest globally trying to suppress us. The domestic defense companies that supply to friendly nations are furthering India's strategic interest, and hence the government should support and back up these companies against adverse foreign interest. At the end of the day, the true spirit of Make in India lies in fostering an ecosystem where innovation thrives, industries flourish, and self-reliance becomes our hallmark. Together, let us create a Bharat where Made in India stands tall as a testament of our ingenuity, resilience, and indomitable spirit. To quote the Honorable Prime Minister, India is not just rising, India is ascending. Let us have the conviction in this India, an India growth story, and collaborate to ensure that every sky is safe, every land and maritime border is secure, and Atmanirbharta becomes true to the nation. Thank you. Jai Hind.